Hello everybody and welcome back. It's been way too long since the last time I recorded and edited and uploaded a video. I've been really busy with school up until the end of June there, and then I just sort of went right in prepping for college next year. I've sort of got a little bit of downtime now. I worked this morning and I managed to get this evening off, and I have tomorrow off, so I didn't need to go to bed early like I usually do. That's probably just because I have a night shift, well, a couple of night shifts throughout the weekend, and I'm going to be bogged down with that, so they didn't want to overdo it. But, yeah, so I decided I would play a new game for the channel, and that is World of Warships. This is one of my favorite games at the moment. I've really been enjoying it. I've played it a little bit. Right now I have the South Carolina, which is a Tier 3 battleship, I believe. Or is it Tier 3? I can't remember. What is it? Battleship or destroyer? Battleship, yeah. And over on the Japanese lineup, I am working on getting to the destroyer line. So, yeah, that's going to take a while. Expand modules, I've got to save up. Yeah, 720 XP. That'll take a while in that ship. With South Carolina, I've got to save up about 9,000 for the Wyoming, which is the next one on my list of battleships I'd like to obtain. But let's jump right into a battle here. This is my first battle of the past couple of weeks, actually. I haven't really had time to do much with work and college prep, but who knows? I really like the way they do their matchmaking. The teams are almost identical, if not actually identical in every game, at least ship-wise. Individual players will be much different. And I am playing on Windows 10, so I'm not 100% certain how things are going to work out. It hasn't really been out for a full 24 hours yet. Actually, no, it has. Yeah, it has. It's been out for just over 24 hours, almost 48 hours. Sorry, I had some problems installing it, and my work schedule has got me all messed up right now, but that said, I have no idea how well this is going to play. I have no idea what frame rate's going to be like. I did not do any testing. Should we go over that way? I think we'll go over this way a bit. So I'm not some strategy master or anything like that. I just sort of play for fun, so if you don't like what I'm doing, well, that's just too bad, because I really don't care. I have a few different strategies that I will use. For example, on this map I like to sort of cut down. If you look at the mini-map, you can sort of see my trajectory. I like to cut down through those islands there. It gives me a nice shot off the side of my ship here. It lets me use all 8 of my different guns to fire at any particular enemy. I can't quite... yeah. He's going down over there. My team's got him spotted. So I should know if the enemy does manage to spot me. The one thing about battleships is they're very easy to spot, and they often are spotted very early off in the game. So that just means that the enemy knows where your battleships are going to go very quickly. In this game, I haven't been spotted that I'm aware of. It should notify me when I do get spotted. I'm guessing those planes might actually have me spotted. I'm not sure where they are. Nope, they won't. They're way off in the distance over there. We got a battleship coming up just on the other side of this island here, so we're going to be careful of him. Battleship on battleship battles can get pretty deadly for one of us, depending on which ship that is. If that's the Wyoming, I'm in for one hell of a fight, and I'm actually going to switch to my armor-piercing rounds. Whenever I'm battling somebody with a lot of armor, like a battleship, I like to have my armor-piercing rounds out. When you're going up against a destroyer, you're better off having your high explosive rounds out, because you don't want to over-penetrate and do less damage. It's better to go for a lower penetration on a ship with less armor. As you can see, I am detected now. But less penetration for a ship with more... less penetration for a ship with less armor, but higher damage, whereas with a ship with a lot of armor, like the destroyer over there, you want to go with high penetration. Damage. Let's hope that hits. That might be just a little... 3 hits on that. Not sure how much damage we did. I do have sight of the other enemy battleship, but A is not within firing range whatsoever, so I'm just going to keep on this guy here. And I know there is a guy directly in front of me. He's just a cruiser. I'm not sure which cruiser though. I should probably take a look in a moment. Oh, I have a couple more. So that's it. I'm not using my normal gaming mouse. I'm just using a crappy one because my mouse, it's a plug and play that didn't really want to work. So I'm in a bit of a situation when it comes to my mouse. I'm going to be going out tomorrow and grabbing a new mouse and keyboard because my current keyboard's a little damaged. They were just the cheap ones that I got with my PC. They didn't cost me anything extra, so it's about time that I actually invested in new ones. So we've lost sight of him. There's no point in even trying to fire. That guy's going to be taken down by my teammates, as you can see there. And right there we've got our aircraft carrier. So I'm going to need to switch to the high explosive rounds after I get this next shot out. Actually, I won't because I know the enemy destroyer is just around the corner.
Bullseye!
One other good thing about the armor-piercing rounds, you have a higher chance of hitting the Citadel in ships with a lot of armor, because they do penetrate far enough to hit it. And hitting that Citadel does a lot of damage to any ship in the game. I know I've taken hits to the Citadel and lost over 3/4 of my health from one shot. Next barrage killed me, so it's turning right in front of me there. Full reverse and stop so that I can keep a shot on him. Hopefully he doesn't send those bombers after me. I'm a pretty vulnerable target. Slow moving and my guns take a long time to reload. He's looking like I'm going to get shot off in a moment. He's going for the ram. Yeah, he's killed himself with that ram. I do have an enemy destroyer over there, so I'm going to start moving now as well. Go full speed. Hopefully we can get out of here.
Target penetrated.
Shots off at us. Did some damage there. So currently the enemy has 2 destroyers and 1 cruiser left. We're going after this destroyer here. I'm going to start turning in. This is probably pretty stupid, but I think I can make the turn. Just slam on the brakes. We'll see what we can do. Those are probably going to miss. Alright, we should be clear of it. Keep turning at this rate. There's a lot of enemy aircraft just above us there. I can hear you, alarms. I am clear. I can hit it. Alright, these things also take a very long time to stop turning and stop moving forward. I do stop turning a little early. Hopefully we can get those rear guns on him as we come up forward here. I'm not sure if we will be able to. He does have my entire team targeting him, and he has moved quickly away from me. So. Enemy cruiser is all the way on the other end of the map, so not much of a chance of me being able to get all the way over to him. So I will just continue. Shot to this guy. One shot hit the island. But we got 3 hits with it, so it's not too bad. Let's try and angle those rear guns in. Oh, he is destroyed. Yeah, he's going down. Plane's just flying above me right now. So we will try and see if we can range this cruiser and switch to my high explosive rounds in hopes of catching him with fire on the next pass here. I am a little used to cruisers. I'm still trying to get used to battleships as they take way longer to turn, as I said earlier. So it appears we may end up capturing the enemy base before we kill off their final cruiser over there, but who knows? definitely not in range at the current moment. I just end up shooting and hitting the island. Let's see where he's at. As soon as I saw him start to turn, I wasn't very happy with that shot. And down he goes. We did manage to destroy him before cap. So I did some damage, but I didn't kill anybody. It's really sad to me. But I did get 400 XP, so I'm happy with that. So we'll head back to the port now. I think we'll try out a game in the Chikuma, I believe is how it's pronounced. I don't really know. So with this, I'm not going to be able to tell when the enemy has me spotted. To get that, you have to go over into here, click him, and you can pick what you want. So I decided to go with this one right here, which allows me to see when the enemy can see me, which is very useful. So we're going to take this into battle. This is not necessarily the best ship out there. It gets destroyed very easily and does not do much damage. But it is just temporary as I try and get to the next ship, so hopefully I won't be playing it for too long. I'm in a very high tier game as well. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I am in a tier 2 and I am searing up to tier 5. Yeah. Well, if worst comes to worst, I can just ram everybody, right? That'd work.
Action stations.
Where do I want to go? I think I'll go all the way over to the right this time. I don't know why, I just do tend to play over on the right side of the map. Keep the guns aimed on the left. But you'll notice this is a much faster ship than the destroyer. The guns are turning a lot faster as well. The ship is not fully upgraded. I can do some more upgrades to it, but I have decided not to. I don't want to waste any money or XP on things that aren't needed to get to the next ship, so... Oh, sorry. But yes, so I've been enjoying this game. If you guys haven't played it, I believe it is now in open beta. If not, you can still sign up for the closed beta, I know that for sure. This game's loads of fun once you get into it. As for the channel, I should probably talk about what's going to be going on with that over the next little while. So over the month of August, we are just about there. It is July 30th right now. It's pretty late at night, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have this video edited tonight or tomorrow or next week, because I'm not sure when I'm going to have time to do it. Probably will have time to do it tomorrow, considering I have the day off. I might have time to do it tonight and just watch some videos while I wait for it to render. But that said, I'm not at all certain. So we'll see how long it takes. You guys will know because you'll see it up. I tend to upload videos immediately after I render them if I can. Unless I already uploaded, I try not to upload more than one a day so that if I do have enough content, I can upload a couple days in a row. Normally I don't, just because I'm too busy to record as much as I'd like to. Normally when I do get in-game, it's only for maybe 5-10 minutes, and it's not enough to really get into a game or get recording in something. So I tend to just play and then head off to do something else. Oh, he's going to take some pretty close shots there. This ship. That guy's almost in range. He's like steaming ahead there. Okay. Go forward a little further first. That's going over. That's going to go right past him though. I did not quite compensate for speed enough. You do have to sort of think tactically based on your team's play style. However, that can be challenging at times. I tend not to pay too much attention to my team and focus more on what I'm doing. Because I know if I screw up, that just as much as if I were to not pay attention to anything they do. And I did set that guy on fire there. I'm not sure what tier he is, so I'm going to switch over to armor-piercing rounds and hope for I am on fire. My My
Torpedoes to
teammate
port.
hit me or something.
Problem solved, sir.
That enemy ship is so sunk. But I'm taking shots from one of the destroyers over there. I'm going to swing around and try and use this island as a cover. Really don't want to fight with either of those two destroyers there. So, sure, one of these ships is fine. As you can see, there's a lot of damage. One gun is still turning. I don't fucking have it.
Critical engine damage.
Yeah. Lost my head. Really screwed me over. Turn, so we lost the turret, and now the fire. Yes, no way about He's taking a lot of shots right in about 8 seconds. Repairs, but I'm not sure. Just yeah. Nothing I can do. Like I said, the ship is just basically floating. It is massive, easy to hit, and doesn't have much health. And that might also just be the way I play it, but I'm going to blame it on the ship, because I can. I'm out of water. That's sad. So we're going to exit that battle. Hopefully our team wins, but I want to just jump right into another battle in my South Carolina. This is one of my favorite ships. But yeah, as I was saying, I have no idea what's going to be going on with the channel in the next few months, or even the next year. I will be going off to college starting September, and I am moving from my current home to my new apartment in Mississauga on August 28th. I believe I'm starting to move. So there are going to be a couple days where I might not even be online or on my computer at all to record, edit, upload anything. Ooh, ready to start the battle. The other thing that means is I have no idea what it's going to be like recording once I get there. I haven't met my roommate in person.
General quarters.
I've spoken over email a few times now, but that's about it. So hopefully he's alright with me recording. The school that I'm going to is for audio engineering, so I really don't think he's going to have a problem with it. He's a guitar major, so I'm going to record and he's going to play the guitar. It sort of balances itself out, I think. But, you know, we'll leave that up to him. The other thing that I don't know is what my schedule is going to be like during school, so once I figure that out, I might be able to set up sort of a recording schedule, maybe one video a day if possible. But the way my course works is they took a 2-year course and condensed it into 1 year's curriculum, which makes it, 2 years curriculum and condensed it into a 1-year course, so it makes it very hard for me to find the time, or at least I think it's going to be very hard for me to find the time to do everything that I'd like to do. I will be primarily keeping up with my schoolwork, and I will have gaming and recording as a secondary, and if necessary I will be obtaining a part-time job while I'm down there, just to cover some of the expenses, just because it is not a cheap college. But that said, hopefully I will have the time. I would like to start getting in at least a couple videos a week, maybe 3 videos a week. I'm going to try and aim for the next little while. I know for certain that this summer is just a little messed up for me, the way my work schedule is. I don't know when I'm going to work until I'm actually working. And oftentimes I'm getting a call almost every day, and I am taking that call and going in whenever possible. So we will see how things turn out. We are getting close to the end of the episode here, actually, I think. I'm not sure how long this has been going on, so once this battle is over, we will call that the end of the episode. But for now, I've loaded up my armor-piercing rounds. In this type of battle, where we are up against Tier 3s and Tier 4s, primarily with a couple of Tier 2s. Oh, and some Tier 5s in there as well. It's best to have the armor-piercing round loaded because there aren't too many people that can over-penetrate. So if I need to, I can switch after firing off a round, but it doesn't seem like we've had any shots fired or any ships detected on their team. Oh, I know I am for one detected, and I know there's a guy over in that general direction somewhere. Pretty much their entire team is going to be in that general direction. So now they've got one guy there. Hopefully our planes can get out there and scout them. That's what they should be doing. Instead they're just sort of flying around. But, you know, I've never played aircraft carrier. I'm not sure how to yet. I might learn at some point in time. I was considering it. I am a fan of RTS games, so I've heard that's what playing as an aircraft carrier is like. It's just playing an RTS with planes. Alright, so that guy's taking on some good hits there from my allies. I'm really wanting him to get into range. I want to shoot somebody. And I'm going to go behind an island here for a second. He's turning out of my range. That guy is also out of range.
Our team has taken the lead.
That guy isn't. He moves pretty quick, so I'm going to aim a little ahead of him. Did get a hit. Did some decent damage to him. I honestly expected him to fire some torpedoes. He might have already fired them and not had any more to fire at me. So we're going to see if we can get a shot at this guy. No, he's still out of range. I think I have a range of just over 11 kilometers, maybe 11.4 clicks. Maybe 12? No. It's got to be just over 11 clicks. He is literally just sitting out there. I'm going to fire anyways. Hopefully he does move into range some of those shots that I let off. Ah, maybe right behind him. So we're going to swing around, change targets over to this guy as soon as we get around the other side of this island. I do know that that guy is over there, so I'm going to continue on straight and not spend too much time worrying about these cruisers over here. These guys can do some good damage, especially the South Carolina, or sorry, not South Carolina, but whatever that one is. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. The St. Louis does some mad damage. That was my best cruiser to play as. Some shots. Here we go. Sunk him.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
So these ships have incredibly powerful guns. That actually, I believe, penetrated straight through and caused a bit of a flood there. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. That was definitely a hit to the Citadel, too. Like, that did some major damage. Took him right out of the game. So if we can, we're going to get a shot in at this guy's looks like he's still going out a little further. I sort of expected him to keep turning. I do know that there are some guys coming up on the, just a bit further forward. So that's the next target is over there. Let's see. To target him just yet with all of our guns? I think we are. Yes, perfect. So we will take a shot just slightly ahead of him. He's not too far ahead. Maybe slowing down. No, he's not. But it looks like most of those are going to hit. Boom!
Enemy cruiser foundered.
The Citadel, and he goes down. So we're going to start turning over to the left here. Try and make sure we don't lose the range on these guys. We want to try and get some more shots in. This is definitely a much better game than the first game I played tonight. I will admit that. That guy is just out of range. I want to get some shots on their destroyer. Because I could really help my team out in the long run. He's turning, so hopefully a couple of those shots do hit. It takes him a while to turn. Yes, looks like we got 3 hits on the target there. I am going to start slowing down here to a full stop eventually. Is that going to hit? That might hit or go over. Just missed me. That might. One of those is probably going to hit eventually. So I just saw plenty of torpedoes flying past. That was pretty entertaining to watch. I'll take some shots on this guy. Most of those are going to miss. He's going way faster than I am. I'm used to trying to compensate for that. Guy's going pretty fast compared to what I expected. So we got both our shots landing there. adjust our gun slightly. Maybe we'll get some good shots in on this guy. He's taking a lot of shots at me. He's got like a grudge or something against me. No, he did do a little damage, so I'm gonna repair that. Because I can. Take him off. So, he's gonna turn, and that shot is still... I'm like not able to get those guys. They're moving way faster than I can generally compensate for. So let's try and swing in over here because they are slowly making their way out of my range. Let's spin around, but I'm going to try and keep that guy perfect. Let's just let that last gun reload first. May as well do it. Right. Nice shot. Let's see how successful that is. We get a couple hits at least. We got 4 hits off that. Couple hits there. Didn't really do any damage. No fire started, no modules damaged. I'm happy. I know they can see me. I still have my detected icon there.
Our victory is in sight.
Spin around. Alright. Try and compensate for speed. Yeah, those are gonna hit. Oh, come on. Only one shot? All that looked like it was a good barrage. So I'm going to leave the destroyer over there for the time being and go after this cruiser because he's really starting to annoy me. Right over, nope. Boom! Knocked out a gun. I think, yeah, pretty sure that knocked out one of his guns. Did an absolute ton of damage. He's getting pretty close to me. He's almost within range of my secondary guns, which are much smaller and do much less damage, but he's going to hide right behind that island. He doesn't want me getting another shot on him. So that means it's time to switch targets over to this destroyer here. Let's take a map where my teammates are. 5 hits on him, did 4,000 damage. He doesn't have much health left. This guy's coming out behind me here. I don't know if he's going for a shot, but I'm not going to give it to him. Oh, did we lose? We cap? Oh, no, we won. We captured. Okay, that's not bad. 2 hits to the Citadel, 2 incapacitations, 2 destroyed ships, and 20 successful hits on target. Let's take a look at what our team was doing. Team did pretty well as well there. Not too bad. Got a detailed report. That's some damage that we did from all our shells. That is more damage than I had health on my ship. Alright, so those little ships down there were the Omahas. I believe. The Morris, Chester, Samsung, yeah, there's some good ships out there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode of World of Warships. I've really been enjoying the game, and I'm really looking forward to getting back into YouTube. I'm going to do my best to try and keep recording. I'm going to try and get another recording done tomorrow, as it is my day off, but I don't have any idea. I do know that I want to leave, and it's been like 40-degree weather here with pretty high humidity, and that's 40 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I'm sorry for those Americans that are watching, but I don't know the Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion rates off the top of my head, so you have to Google that. But it's been 40 degrees Celsius with pretty high humidity for the past few days. Today was one of the cooler days. I'd say sitting around 30, 35 at the most, with almost no humidity and a nice breeze blowing through that made it really nice to be outside. It was a great walk for me to go to work. I had to go to work for 6 a.m., so I was up at 5 and walking by 5:30 a.m. And it was a beautiful walk to work. You sort of see the sun on the horizon there. And then just after work, the wind was blowing, and it was very cool and relaxing, and I was very happy. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!